5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle.
Hello, welcome back to the casting desk with myself, OD Pixel, and of course Shane Ahmad and Luminous. We're ready to get ourselves into Game 2 of NIP versus Alliance, so let's get ourselves in the game as it is underway, and we can get ourselves on with the action. Boys, what are we liking, Lumi? And Shane, what are we not liking?
I think
well, they just got 500 gold.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I love looking at this. Gold per minute, 5,000. Pretty good.
Oh, Jesus.
It's rapidly declining though.
Is he gonna buy a bottle for their mid laner? That's what we've seen Eternal Envy do actually.
Yep.
Well, let's have a look while this one goes down top lane. Bulldog's going to be on the case of air already. The pink's coming out. Just eyeing each other up. So in terms of the lanes, so the fact you've got this NS up against the Alc on this top lane, I mean, obviously we saw last game how much Bulldog was able to do on the Broodmother. How much is he going to be able to do in this lane as the Night Stalker in Game 2?
Given the fact that he just did the, the Nature's Prophet or Lone Druid
Kinda nice.
pull, yeah, he's going to get level 2 instantaneously and get a couple of CS on boot, so that's pretty good. I think he's going to do fine. One of the thing about Night Stalker is that he becomes very predictable if he's a solo off lane like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Minute 4, he's going to disappear from the top and he's going to gank mid. So let's see if Emerald Bulldog can mix that up a little bit here.
Even if he's off map at minute 4, he can still put a lot of pressure on Alchemist. Because he's getting so much experience, he's actually going to be quite a high level. And Alchemist won't be level 6 at minute 4, so it does actually scare you, or not Alchemist, Shadowfiend. It does actually scare you quite a lot.
Okay.
Alliance missed a pull through here, so on the bottom side, I think the wave's gonna get pushed in. No, actually, there's a double range creep, so the creep equilibrium is gonna get controlled pretty well for Alliance, at least for now. Hanskin might be in a little bit of trouble. Throws out Gale. He should be fine. Ignite is available, but Bulldog's a very, he's playing a very tanky character.
As well, like, over 500 HP, and it's a good 5 armor or something at the start of the biggest bottom lane. They're going to try and go on to Jonas, and Fanny has got the cogs in the battery, so it's. Alright, he's going to try and walk it up with the shots. Are really nice here. We'll save the cogs and one more. Won't quite do it, I don't think. Doesn't get it anyway. But we talked about the Bulldog offlane. This offlane here for NIP, Clock, not the best of starts here. There's a lot of harassment from Alliance. Yeah,
very smart play by Alliance supports. They pulled a wave and then they gave level 2 to the Tusk instantaneously. Limb taking a little bit of harass on the mid lane. And one of the rare games now, we see actually Lightning being taken up by the Shrek, looking to kind of do a little bit more lane control and honestly farm a little bit more in the jungle as well.
Yeah, I kind of like this from S4 in the sense that in terms of harassing back the SF as well, but so far Limp's had a great start to lane. 11 for 1 against the 6 for 2. He's getting that beginning that he needs, and it's going to be that point where, as you said, S4 is probably going to have to look back, maybe hope that some stacks are created for him.
I think the Lightning build is a lot better in this game as well, because NIP are going to group up with the Shadowfiend mech and the wards on Venomancer, and that gives you that counter push, which Lina provided in the last game.
You're not the one on the offensive, so taking Edict is not going to be too helpful. So my question is, what is the item that Alchemist is going for? We talked about how he got the Bounty Rune early, he's got a ton of gold.
Does he have anything on the career?
He has to have something on the career, right?
He
bought the bottle.
Yeah,
nice. Okay.
Nice that.
So that means that...
So Era's up with boots, that's why he's so fat right now.
Okay. I mean, in terms of the build, I mean, pretty much most games where we see the Axe, they go for that kind of the Radiance into the Manta style, then possibly into the Octarine, and then they look at building items like the Axe. I mean, do you think we'll see a similar kind of item progression, or could we see them look for earlier Arachnims, or maybe a more offensive build if they want to fight sooner?
I think, as Anna's pointed out, we're not going to see a Radiance build. We're going to see the Solar Crest first, just kind of give you that effective HP, and it's going to be great for Roshan as well.
Or even just a medallion on its own is enough, I think.
Yeah, and then we see Blink Dagger being a very common pickup here, as Emerald Bulldog might be
Has he got a Gale? Yeah, they've got a Gale.
Easy Gale here if he wants to throw it out.
Should be first blood here for the side of NIP as Bulldog tries to walk it off, but duration of the slow far too much, and first blood there to Hansken. Right in the moment, he's going to look for the TP out, he's going to get it, nothing to cancel it.
You know, I don't think NIP expected to get that Night Stalker kill up top. They're kind of looking to harass him out of lane, but they'll pick up that freebie as Emerald Bulldog gets a little caught out. But back to the Alchemist, I think he's going to go for Solar Crest and then Blink, and then start buying Ags for his teammates.
Even in this era, though, he does enjoy his farm.
And SNYs. So maybe he'll get SNY.
Yeah, I actually think he might go the Radiance, to be honest.
That's fair.
Just because of who's playing it. Like, the way Nip play is a lot based around him, even though they do have a Shadow Fiend in the game.
But the game plan is, again, you're up against an anti-mage. He's getting relatively free farm. If you're going to go for the anti-mage, don't you think that Loda is very comfortable, you know, farming against you?
That's true, but then again...
So it depends what the game plan for NIP is. Are they looking to push early, or are they looking to take it late? And I
think Alchemist reaches his peak a lot faster than Anti-Mage. You know what I mean?
That's a fair point.
And if you can get that Ags up on Hansken or even the Ogre, I think Hansken's the better choice. You can create so much damage in the mid game.
Well, bottom lane, Jonas and Fan being caught out very nicely by the shards. Lotus managed to find himself in the cogs, so we for a bit of 1v1 action, giving him the slaps, and Jonas and Fan will try and walk it off. Has got 6 charges, but Loda, if he can get him for one more touch, but the Snowball's actually going to do it instead. They'll be able to get themselves the kill, their Minuts with the final touch. So getting themselves a kill on the board, and 1-1 now between the two sides.
Yeah, the downside is that Clockwork, once he hits level 6, he can do a lot more.
A couple of raises. It's going to hurt him pretty badly there. And Bulldog will almost certainly go down. Seal Kid's going to look for the final touch. Can he get it? No!
Night Stalker, nighttime movement speed. Let's
go. He's out. He's out. Oh, what a lucky man. What a lucky. He might even turn back in for a cheeky void. Is he going to do it? Can he get in on the Seal Kid?
Rocket. He misses.
There we go. And Bulldog just comes straight back in.
He's casting it.
Yeah. Direction. Oh, easy TP. You know, Owen.
Is he getting out?
Yeah. As you always say, it's calculated.
Oh my.
Easy for the Donger.
Oh my. Yeah, well.
6 armor, so much HP, like...
Alright, that's alright. Wow, 2-1 at the moment. Another very nice kill off the side of Alliance. In terms of the mid lane, how's it going for the Lesh SF? He's still keeping up. He's got a fair few more denies here, S4. So, pretty even at the moment in the mid lane, really, overall.
Yeah, we got to check for stacks to see who is actually leading in that department.
Okay,
one stack here, nothing there, and looks like nothing much in the jungle. I imagine NIP's got a couple. No, they don't.
Oh, okay, they got one here. They've got one here.
I guess, you know, Emerald Bulldog dying up top is obviously not a bad thing, but by him being there, he's also really drew the attention of the supports for quite a while.
Jonas and Fans actually left the lane here, coming towards mid.
They're trying to get him that level 6. It's very, very important so they can create space for Alchemist. Jonas and Fan needs to be, you know, a threat on the map, but at the moment he's not really.
I mean, one of the issues it feels for NIP at the moment, though, is Loda's getting a fair bit of space down bottom, and he's getting a lot of farm here on this anti-mage. If he continues like this, he's going to have a fairly reasonable timing eventually on his Battle Fury, especially if they can get an early tier 1.
Do you guys remember that Dream League game that we casted between these two teams, where it was actually Bulldog's Lone Druid against Clockwork?
Yeah.
And Clockwork got like 2 CS, right?
Yes.
And then he got level 6.
And then he destroyed the game.
Yeah, he destroyed the game. So
crazy.
Don't count out this Clockwork, because
Jonas and Fan
absolutely
definitely a beast on it.
Dire's bottom
now, conversely, I'm not sure whether Night Stalker could have as big of a game impact, because he's not having a good time right now. Sure, he has some amazing jukes up top, but he's level 3, and his nighttime is ending in a minute. So I'm not sure if Emerald Bulldog is going to have that amazing mid-game impact that we normally expect from him.
Yeah, usually when we see the Night Stalker, he's played in like a dual offlane role.
Right.
And this one, he's completely on his own against 3 like very strong laners. Well, Hansken and Seal Kid are definitely strong, but maybe not so much Alchemist. What do you think about that choice for a line? You know what I mean? Like, was that the correct choice, or should they have sent someone else?
I think they prioritized their safe lane and, to a lesser extent, the mid more, because when you have 2 support on the bottom, you could zone out Clockwork, you guarantee your free farm anti-mage, and you also are stacking for mid. So Bulldog's getting sacrificed, and hopefully he gets a free lane to get come back into this game. But it's a conscious choice, and I think the two cores of Alliance right now are very happy because of that.
This is kind of uncharacteristic of Alliance though. Usually they focus on Bulldog and Loda a lot more and let S4 be the space creator. So it kind of shows a lot of their versatility in how they play.
Oh, top lane. Era and Silky just applying some pressure. There is a Night Stalker waiting around, but no sign of nighttime. S4's come in to maybe look to help out. Yeah, fairly beefy these guys there on the side of NIP, and they're going to be able to walk it off here, but at least for Alliance they'll be able to stop the push here for the time being on the tier 1.
Yeah, and with S4 off the lane, they're giving a little bit of experience to Tuskar, who also wants this level 6 to start being a threat on the map. So pretty calm on the early game here. The CS lead is on the side of Anti-Mage, although I imagine Era actually has a bigger goal lead. Yeah, net worth lead is much higher.
Does stuff like that, like getting the last hit on the tower, would that make you change your item choice? So like, say he was thinking about going for a solo crest in this game, and then he gets the last hit, gets a bit more farm, would that make you say, okay, maybe we go for Radiance in this? Or do you have your plan from the start of the game, and you stick with it?
I definitely have plan changes if you're support, because you're not really used to that big burst of gold. But I think for an Alchemist especially, he's like, just get to my item a little bit faster. I don't think you really change your game plan if you decided going for a Radiance or a Blink or a solo crest. For example, if like Veno hits the last set on the tower, he'd be like, maybe I get a point booster now.
Yeah. I mean, for Era at this point with 2k gold, is there part of him that's saying, well, with these pushes, get the blink early, and then when anyone comes from the side of Alliance to look to defend, jump straight on them, get the full length stun with the concoction, and it's going to be very hard for Alliance to do anything against that.
Bulldog.
It's going to take the Gale, or just TPL.
They got the stun. Yes, they have, and Bulldog looking to be in a lot of trouble here on this top lane. The acid spray is also helping, of course, and Bulldog will go down to a cheeky rocket flare from Clockwork. Yeah, some fan will take that one for the team.
To be fair, he threw that one a long time ago, so can't blame him too much.
S4 with the signature rune. Not able to find anything at the moment. Midis, the TP's come out, and LP there with the backup, and Limp's going to find himself regionally. Here's the S4 rune. Can you do it here? Limp is going to try and man up, but the heal bomb's there. Now with the stun as well, Limp in a lot of trouble. They're going to get the kill. Kill onto the Shadow Fiend. Can S4 find anything else here? Looks like that'll be it, but nonetheless a big kill, of course, getting that kill onto Limp, who's having a pretty good game so far. Yeah,
we see the downside of being Clock being starved. He did not have level 6 when that engagement happened. If he had it, maybe he could have saved the Shadow Fiend. Just picked up mid as his Shadow Fiend died.
Well, 2.8k, it looks like he's going to go back for and settle for the classic Radiance this game.
Alright.
In the end, yeah.
So that's something that Blitz talked about on the analyst is it's a very dangerous item to go for, because again, you're trading farm with the anti-mage. Sure, you're getting Radiance and you're farming the whole map, but I don't know, anti-mage also ramps up quickly. I guess this game will be a very good experiment to see which of the carries is going to hit their peak first, and how will that change the shape of the game.
Yeah, I think if anti-mage gets an early Abyssal Blade, he can blink in on the Alchemist before he gets his ultimate off, and they can actually blow him up. So maybe like Vlad's Manta Abyssal Blade is the key here.
But yeah, I mean, I do kind of like the Alliance lineup in terms of kind of catching him out without the ult, because they'll probably get the Yules on the Leshraks. They can look to stun him before he can cast it, and also they've got the Night Stalker as well. Can run him with the Crippling Fear and try and catch out Era before he gets off that ult and has that ridiculous amount of sustainability in these fights. NIP are smoked up. They want to try and make use of this hook shot on Jonas and Fan, looking towards the mid lane. S4 is going to reveal himself next to mine. Let's see one now. So the Loda, they're both there, but they're actually looking elsewhere. Loda has been spotted out by Limp, and the things come out to Limp there, and I think they might realise that Limp wouldn't have come out this far on his own. They know something's up, and NIP are going to still try and wrap around towards the mid lane, but that's a beautiful hook shot right on the tip, straight onto S4. He's trying to turn it around though with the alien. They might just do it. Snowball in onto Hansken. Jonas and Fan moving forward. There's the punch reminders, but they can't quite kill Hansken. Chances well, it's not enough. Hansken's still alive. He'll turn around and get the double kill, and now Bulldog's just got to get himself the hell out of there. And NIP, what a fantastic fight at the tower.
I'm not sure if S4 wanted to go in with the snowball there. that was a shame moment. Don't take me there. Don't take me there. And then it gets taken inside. So they gave away an extra kill in my opinion, and that was kind of one of their best opportunity to win a fight, because the Shadow Fiend did not have mech there, and he just picked it up after the fight. And now Era's get a 4k go. Time to buy an item, Era.
Oh boy.
Yeah, get the relic. He's gone straight right.
Yeah, the Courier's just gone out for it. Okay. So it's going to be a fairly decent timing, of course, on this Radiance for the out. But as you said, it's going to be just interesting to see how the farm scales in comparison to loaders on this AM, and who kind of becomes the more volatile force at the earlier point of the game.
I'm interested to see if he actually buys Aghanims at all, or if he just goes completely all in on himself.
Yeah, the all-in for yourself build is generally the Radiance BOT Manta into Octarine. And that sounds like a ton of items, but for Alka, that's like
It's very
10
good.
minutes of farm.
It is very good.
I would even say like maybe early AC. You know, pair up with the Shadow Fiend, and then you have a lot of push.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think that's not so bad in this game.
Again, though, if you want to push, then you don't build a Radiance first. It's just very...
No, but I mean,
You can push, I guess.
Jonathan fan, this is a nice silence. He just had the hook shot though, and if he can live through this initial initiation, he can turn it around with Error. Moving in with the concoction. They've got the slant S4, they'll find the stun as well. The Void from Bulldog slowing Error down. The hook shot forward is there though. They find S4. He will throw the lightning. Jonathan fan can let the snowball's nice. They'll find the kill onto the clockwork, but they'll lose S4. So 1 point the Nova. Hitting 2. Bulldogs will look for the TBL. Won't find it. It works there from Silken, and it's a clean up from NIP. They lose the clockwork, but they find 3 heroes off the back, and it's a double kill for Error.
did you see that Gale after the snowball hitting all 3?
Yep.
Oh my god, beautiful play.
Well, S4's... Or sorry, the mid hero is going to try their best to clean down a tier 1 tower, but as they're doing that, they will lose a tier 2 top, and unfortunately for them, the double kill went towards the Alchemist, so the Radiance at 14 minutes will be finished. I mean, this is probably the dream Alchemist game.
Yep. It's actually insane. 202, 96 CS. Is there any more stacks in the jungle?
Nope.
No, okay.
Not at the moment, not at the moment, but as you were saying, it doesn't seem to matter for Error at this point. He's still finding farm all across the map. 7.8k is what he's rocking in the moment in terms of net worth. But we do have the Battle Fury now picked up by Loda, and this is the point of the game where there's a period where if they're able to find a couple of kills onto the Alchemist, Loda can even try and keep up with the farm of the Out if he keeps his farm game on. And I don't think there's any stacks at the moment in the Radiant jungle. And yeah, with the Radiance, it is going to be very, very hard regardless, but there's still a fighting hope here for the anti-mage lineup.
Yeah, as this game kind of ramps on for, I guess, 10 and 15 more minutes of farming from the 2 carries, I want to talk about how... Ooh, did they smoke under Observer Ward? Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did, yes.
The difference between the way that Anti-Mage farm and Alchemist farms, that Anti-Mage could farm in more dangerous spots off the map because he has Blink.
Yeah.
So essentially, he's actually creating farm for his teammates as he's farming in dangerous spots. Alchemist, because he doesn't have Blink, he just kind of takes farm from his team. So that's kind of the 2 difference between the carry hero.
At the same time, like, depending on how he's played, he will give them back Aghanims in the end. So
If he does do that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's kind of an investment in the fact that you've got an Alk. It's like, right, you as long as the Alk plays well, which so far as we're saying Error has, then it is worth it in the long run. But there is going to be that period where the rest of your team's going to be a little weaker, especially
definitely.
compared to the supports of the opponent.
But they are getting a lot of Terror gold.
Yeah, and this is they're doing well with this.
Where's Mr. Lightning the Shrek?
What level are the wards? Are they level 4 on Venomancer?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
maxed them out. Yeah. Okay.
They have an urn as well to sustain the push.
Oh, Loda.
Does he have
Oh.
poke?
Does he go for the wild one?
He hasn't got it. He hasn't
No.
got it. He hasn't got it. Loda, has he got TP? He's not got it. Yeah,
he
yeah,
does.
yeah. He blinks again just to be careful with the rocket flare. Or get himself out. So I mean that's what we're talking about. I mean Loda obviously very deep there, but he's able to farm in these positions and still get out, which as you said is fantastic for the rest of the team because Alliance can find things elsewhere.
Right, now the Tusk is farming mid a little bit, Jungle's getting secure back up, so it's not exactly the most terrible position for Alliance, but let's be real. I think NIP is having a fairly... Well, actually, there is no lead. I thought NIP is much further ahead with all the towers they're taking.
It's not that there's no lead, it's just the supports are kind of... Okay, look at Ogre for example, barely 2k net worth. He has wards and magic wand.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's enough, because all you need is a few levels in the Bloodlust, and it's enough to make your cores go crazy, you know, so you...
I think he actually should stop leveling a Fire Blast right now.
This is the kind of kill that Alliance need to find. Eric did get off the ult, and look at this regen though. Will find the conversion, but no, he's going to stun himself because Minus is there with the snowball. So a very nice pick up there for Alliance, and that's the exact hero that they need to be killing because that at the moment is what NIP have the majority of kind of their map gold investment in.
Yeah, exactly. And every second he's off the map is way more important than any other hero, really.
Okay, so what do you think that Leshrac should be going for next item choice-wise?
What does he got?
He's got a Bloodstone and
Do you still got the Yules? I kind of feel the Yules is pretty big here.
Yules is decent. I wouldn't even mind an early 4-staff.
Okay.
Like, it's very unusual for a middle lane, but against Clockwork, he's the only one that I think can pick you off.
Yep. And Clockwork's going for Blaymail, so forcing yourself away from that guy is pretty good. Another approach to it, you just tank it up and be like, I'm gonna BKB and hit you back.
BKB could be good. Octarine is, I think, one of the better items on the hero in general.
Nice Talker's got his minus at the moment, 17 minutes in, so he's going to try and look to work, of course, towards that Aghanims and get the pace for that one as well. So Bulldog will be rocking that. And if it does get to a point where they've got the Aghanim Night Stalker, you know, it does make it a lot harder for teams like NIP to fight into. And we do have the potential to see this game going pretty late, I feel, as well.
Oh yeah.
Does he have brown boots on the Shrek? Maybe he goes bots?
Yeah, he does have the brown boots.
Okay.
I guess we'll know our answer in a bit.
What else item-wise do we have? Okay, Jonas finished up the Blemo.
Okay, so they're completed Vlad's for Loader.
It's kind of interesting this game because both teams are kind of on a clock. You know, Alchemist is going to hit his point maybe 25-30 minutes. He could be 6-slotted if he plays it. And Anti-Mage is, you know, like 35-40 minutes. Like they're the two kind of windows.
I think with the medallion pickup here, it looks like NIP is looking to play aggressive at the tower. If they could pick S4, this is huge before the tier
Let's
2
have
fight.
a look at the hook.
Yeah, he's ready and waiting on the high ground. He is ready for that hook, Jonas and fam. S4's got to be a bit careful. He does have the backup though of his team. He does of course have the Dazzle. Also Tusk at the moment is pushing up top, so he won't be there if it kicks off straight away with a hook shot. S4, it kind of looks like he's trying to bait the hook. I think he feels confident in the rest of his team behind him. I'll find the tier 2.
Okay.
S4's actually going to find a stun here. Hanscom moving very aggressively there. We'll get the poison over off onto S4 now. Alright, and will they be able to get the first reach? Get him more with the hook shot, maybe so. The shallow grave will come out.
the silence.
Now they're trying to turn. He gets the blade mail off. Jonas in fact getting low. The heal as well, keeping S4 up, and he'll get the bloodstone denying. So it is just the clock going down on NIP. Alliance able to deny that, and Loader, he's already doing a fair bit of damage here to the tier 3 on the bottom lane with the space he's been given.
Are they going to try to cancel some TP? They find Hanskin. Hanskin looks like he's going to get picked
Oh,
off.
Nick
Nice
as
side
well.
starts isolating the Shadow Fiend here, but it looks like they don't have enough damage. Minut's really exposed here. Amber Bulldog, it's daytime. It's daytime. It's going to be dead. It doesn't matter. And Loda trying his best to get some damage done. I think he will
Might
draw
get it.
TPs.
Yeah, I think he get the tower.
Taking a page out of Bulldog's book here, and is he going to get the last hit? Yes, he is. More money here in the bank for Loader, and we talked about the fact that he'd be able to keep up the farm of the Alcon. Look at the net worth. He's pretty much parallel with him.
Yeah. I mean, that pick in the jungle earlier was so key in slowing down that out. And now, of course, Anti-Mage is getting the...
Oh.
Ooh.
Does he start to go for Roche here? Limp?
He has DD.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If he could sneak this is going to be pretty big for NIP. Does Loader blink? Oh, no.
Okay.
It would be funny if they
Still
blinked in. It was like, oh, hello.
Hello, I've got a DD, you've just used your blink. But no, it's not going to happen. He's going to go for it. Seal Kick comes in with a Bloodlust.
I think they need the medallion because he's going to take a lot of damage.
Do Alliance have any sense of this happening? I don't think they're going to expect it. No, I don't think they'll expect it to fall as quick as Limp's taking it either.
true.
So this should be a free Roche for NIP.
Everyone is missing off the map, but
Yeah.
Alright, this is just a nice little Roshan.
it's so strange to see a team being able to take Roshan like this when there's a Night Stalker on the other side. And it's nighttime, you know? Like, one
Yeah.
team should be very afraid, but NIP is in control.
Yeah, I like that they're giving the Aegis to Arrow as well. They realise, you know, when he's off the map, they're kind of falling behind in terms of net worth, so you've got to keep that out alive and active for as much of the game as possible. And
He can
That
frontline
second
with
line's
the
gonna do
ulti
it.
when they're pushing as well.
yeah.
So strange to see an Alk and AM game and not see the Go Graph, like, being despairingly in one side. Because normally you assume one core farm is much better, and
Ooh, it might be about to shift off one way or the other if a team comes out on top of this one. NIP smoked up, moving in. They don't quite have the poison
Loader
available. Loader, they're not actually going to go on in straight away, so he's going to set up that blink, and it looks like it's just a retreat out here. S4's going to get caught out with the hook shot, so they do find the kill onto the left. Everyone else on the side of Alliance just trying to get themselves back out of the jungle. And it looks like NIP won't catch anyone else, but nonetheless, that is still the mid-Lesh being taken out.
that kill is huge against Leshrac. His Bloodstone charges is now being weighing down a little bit. Remember the last time when we casted the Alliance versus NIP matchup in Dream League, there was a core interaction where Leshrac suicided to heal his team.
Yes, yeah, I remember
from the
that.
Venom ult.
Yeah.
So that's gonna get, you know, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a big part of this game, but it's just another way to mitigate that Venom damage. With that said, though, he's only level 1 Venom, so it's not gonna be a big deal. But imagine as this game develops on, he might get an Axe, he might get a Veil.
I think the longer it goes on though, the more in favor it is for Alliance.
Oh, the anti-mage.
Well, it's not just the anti-mage, you have the
Okay.
Night Stalker with Ags as well.
How's he doing on the Axe front?
He's
Oh,
a
he's
Midas.
got 1700 gold, yeah, he's not doing bad.
He's getting close. That just gives you such map control. You know, sure you have Venom wards to slightly combat that, but then
And Rockets.
yeah, and Rockets, true, yeah, and that opens up the map a lot for anti-mage. So they don't have much catch.
They need to kill the anti-mage.
they
Anti-mage
see
at
it.
the moment. I've got to be honest, Loader's been playing pretty well this game.
Yes,
you
he
know, he's been
has.
playing very safe. He's always been wearing IP, haven't he? He's got over 200 CS 22 minutes in, so he's certainly hitting those creeps. Closing on the money for the Manta style as well, so it's looking a lot better for Loader this game. He had a bit of a tough game in game 1 with the Wraith King, didn't really work out, but anti-mage certainly seems to be the pick this time.
There's a lot down to do with the draft as well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the Nips draft kind of allowed for Loda to. They just completely ignored him.
Yeah. Well, the way they played it too, right? Like
Exactly.
I think if Era did not. Oh. Okay. Gotta be careful, Loda.
Can he get something here with the concoction? He comes out of the tree line. They do have a snowball
snowball.
but no, he can't get it off in time. The stun's onto Minus, and look at the Solar Crest as well. He's got no armor. He's got no life. He'll be taken down. They do manage to get everyone else out. But I mean, we just saw the power of the Alchemist there with that Solar Crest and Acid Spray.
All right. So it looks like we do see the Blink pick up here to increase their initiation power, and Alliance looks like they're going to pick up a Yule Scepter on Leshrac. Last game we saw how good it is, and I think this game is even more important for Alliance because that's really their only way of initiating for a kill. Because right now it's all NIP roaming around with the Clockwork and their Alchemists getting free pickoffs, and Alliance really need to answer back.
Yeah, the only other way is with Bulldog, maybe with the vision, you can get a Void off. But yeah, you need that instant stun. It's
Right.
very, very important.
Well, I think Courier might be in a little bit of trouble here as he's running straight into...
Seal Kid.
Let's be
Oh,
careful
yeah,
this one,
clip it down.
Alliance. Oh, he's got an ultimate orb on as well. That is the Manta style for Lotus. They've got to be very careful with this. Looks like they're going to be okay. They are still
Maybe.
looking for NIP.
I don't
They're
know.
heading over.
Rocket Flare for sight?
Ooh, I didn't quite get the vision.
Yeah.
He's gone off the map here as well. Look at this. Look at this. He's...
Look at his little home.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know when the Courier gets spotted by the enemy team and your team knows, and like 3 people tries to micro it, it's like just going back and forth. It had that picnic moment there as I think a couple Alliance member was microing it.
Are under attack.
Alright, so the map is continuing to be stretched open, and normally this is very annoying for a team to deal against, but
Yeah.
you have an Alchemist, you're like, alright, more creeps for me to farm.
I do like this build as well from Arrow. We talked about the fact, would he go for Radiance first? He did, as we saw, got a very good timing, so he still went for it, but then he said, I'm not going to go for the Manta style, into the bots, into the Octarine. He wants to fight, and with the Blink and the Solar Crest, he can do exactly that, and so far, it's been working out. They've, of course, found a few key pickoffs because of that Ita build.
Well, if you look at their draft, they definitely have the better initiation and better team fight in general until Anti-Mage, reaches that kind of
The peak.
yeah. So I think you need to take advantage of what you have now and try and maybe get a Roshan and then push.
You know, as much as I like the way that Era has progressed this item, I would like to see him fit the Boots of Travel in there somewhere. Simply because he's just up against the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is always going to be at your door, right? Like, pushing one layer or the other. And it's very difficult for you to run your own push without being able to have some sort of global presence to combat the Rat Dota that we see from Alliance. But he has committed for the treads, and looks like we won't see a Boots switch for much...
I think if he had to go treads so he could rush the Radiance, otherwise he'd be in trouble.
They can get Arrow here. He does have the ult, and we'll get it off straight away. Is the regen going to save him, though? That's the question. The hook shot comes in as well for Jonas and Fan. Arrow's starting to walk it off, and he's going to be fine. Regen's up. It's going to be Minus here who loses his life. And a little bit too greedy of an initiation there from Alliance, and they underestimated the regen of
Time
the
the
Arrow.
Aegis as well. I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh, damn.
That would have been sick.
That would have been really smart from
Yeah.
Alliance. Didn't pay off, though, unfortunately, for them. And it is going to be, of course, NIP getting the kill onto Tusk. So more money into the pocket of the Alchemist.
Man, the Solar Crest just gives you so much defensive capabilities early game. They initiated on him and they just couldn't kill him.
Yeah, great bit of armor, a little bit of evasion.
Exactly, it gives her everything Alchemist needs.
Let's not forget about the Radiant survivability, right?
Yeah, true. The
Yeah,
extra
with a missed
miss.
chance.
Yeah.
Did he actually miss
Not
anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
Okie dokie. So here we go. The Axe for Night Stalker, about 1,400 gold to go. That's going to be S&Y done now onto the Shadow Fiend. I mean, the fact that, of course, Loda has got that Manta style now on the Anti-Mage. You look at NIP's lineup, it's going to be hard to kill here. They pretty much need to kind of stagger maybe a stun from the Ogre, then with a hook shot. But I kind of feel they're going to need a hook shot or a very kind of cheeky concoction, which they can get if they're able to blink straight into the face of him and chuck it in before he can react. But nonetheless, I feel like Loda is going to be able to play pretty safe and continue to go for this kind of split push
Yeah,
in this
definitely.
game.
Especially, like, if you have a look at the warding from Ninjas in Pyjamas,
Yeah.
they have these really aggressive wards in lane and on the bottom rune. So the second Night Stalker gets his Ags, they're going to buy a gem and just clear up the map.
Yeah.
And that'll allow Loda to farm even more freely. It's going to get a lot harder. And he's very close now.
So do you feel like because of the impending agonyms on Night Stalker that NIP maybe is not pressing enough?
No,
Like-
they need to go right now, I think.
Okay, and they are.
Radiant's top tower.
So this is the play that they need to go for. Tier
Look at
2
bottom,
down.
though.
Bottom barracks are under
Loader
attack.
knocking on the doors of NIP. Will force back a couple of TPs. Jonas and Fanny does have that hook
Dire's
shot.
middle tower
Hasn't
is
quite
under
got anyone else near enough to join him, and Loader's going to be fine. So
Well played by Loda.
absolutely, every little kind of the very slow siege is going to work out for Alliance in the long game.
just having that bottom tower dead just allows them to pressure so much. You know, you can't leave Loda there for 2 seconds or your racks will be dead, especially now with the Manta
Oh,
spell.
mid lane?
Limp does get off the BKB. The War's punch is there to
Alliance will
hold
take
him
that.
back.
Was that his 10-second BKB?
I think that was, wasn't it? First time I've seen it. It was indeed. So
That's huge.
yeah, if they can keep doing that, just with
Just
the touch to
buying
spook
time.
him out, make that BKB go down shorter and shorter. It's going to be pretty huge for the side of Lance.
Hanskin actually buying his own Aghanims.
Okay. I mean, I think this is fair enough. You know, if it just gets to the point where Out can build the Aghanims, you know, by that time, Hansken will have probably finished his own anyway. So, you know, he can then afford to give it someone like the Ogre, and then it's still going to be pretty effective late game in terms of locking down the heroes like Alliance. We've already talked about the Anti-Mage. You know, you got that second stun from Ogre. It's going to make it a little bit easier to hold Loader in position so you can kill him.
Shane, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say that Alchemist could farm that Ags like in half the speed.
No, I wasn't.
Or twice the speed.
I wasn't going to say that. I kind of knew that Era would build like this because it's the way of Nip play.
I mean,
They
you
focus
mentioned the AC, didn't you?
Yeah, they focus heavily on Nip, but I think AC is the item you need to get. You just need to get that frontline tank that can push the base.
Yeah, and the way that they're building these items, they're gonna hit a certain timing where the AC will finish, and hopefully you have the Ags on the Veno as well, and then you just go.
The one weakness, I guess, of Nightstalker Aghanims is if you group up and push.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
because then it's like, what's the vision doing for you? It's just showing our impending doom.
Waving at them, like, But if they
Alrighty.
if they try to split push kind of thing, it's not going to work out for Ninjas of Pyjamas.
Okay.
So I think the next Roshan is actually the most important fight of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, Ags is up now.
Yeah,
Do they have
here
the,
we go.
We've got it on that stuff.
Do they have the gem coming up on the courier as well? That's the question.
I said, well, talk about Gem. NRP's picked their own up, but I don't think Alliance have yet, have they? Bulldog, is he?
Yeah,
Oh, he
no,
does.
got the
Yeah, he
gems
does.
of it.
Okay. Yeah, Gem's there
This
as
is
well.
huge for the Roshan fight. Like,
Yeah.
how do you fight this now if you're NIP?
It's so hard. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be able to see. You've got to only go
Rocket
into the
flare.
pit knowing that Alliance are going to come and fight you.
Right, because
You've got to be prepared.
Lotus got the Vlads. He could feasibly even just blink in and start it if he likes to. Ooh.
I'm gonna pull that.
That's fine. They're not got any vision night time. They're all good. He's out.
But him leaving actually does open
Did
it
he
up a bit.
TP to what? Top lane?
Top lane,
Okay, he's
yeah.
top lane at the moment. Yeah.
Well, they don't know that he left, so that's the thing.
Yeah, especially with the ult pops as well, that might spook them a little bit.
It is scary at night time.
Yeah, I think that Dire Observer Ward on the top might have seen Bulldog wrap around by the secret shop, so they know he's over that half of the map.
How didn't he deward that? How didn't he deward the ward in the top lane?
I don't think he walked near there.
Oh,
Just
that's a
a
good
very
point, actually.
unexpected warding spot.
No, but he has nighttime vision.
Yeah, I don't think he walked near there.
Yeah, it must have just been off the tip. It's a quick Roshan to say the least. Roshan down, he just picked up once again a cross by error. We're going to some family before it goes for a hook shot. Oh,
missing.
chances it. Unfortunately gets the wrong bit of the map.
Look, I'm saying Boba would hit that one, right? Still gives me a little bit of chills of TI.
Yeah.
Is it TI2 or TI3 against Team Liquid? Or no, against LGD.
LGD, he was on.
Here we go, AC done now on error. So, I mean, at this point, as you said, you know, the fact that NIP grouping up and fighting, do you think that's their strong point now?
definitely, yeah.
This is what they've got to do. Jonas and Frankie caught out by the stun as well. It will be saved a little bit by the Glimmer Cape, but it's not going to be enough. S4 trapped in, or maybe, with the force stop, is he getting away? He is, the Meg's there as well. Clockwork lives. They'll lose S4 on the left track.
He was on the hunt.
They're going to find more. Ake's going to be stunned up here by the Concoction. Limp moving in with the punches. No chance to do anything to escape from that amount of damage. Double kill for the SF. And this is kind of reminiscent of what we saw in game 1, where NIP just fought really nicely as a team. Bottom lane though, Loda, he's been able to force out the fortification. Maybe the Manta style here will be able to find himself a rage rack. Dota's a hook shot. The Cog's back as well. When as he connects onto the main hero, Loda's able to just walk around, get the damage down here. Jonas and Fan trying to get rid of him, but the snowballs coming in, they might just kill Jonas and Fan. They've got the Warriors punch, the Illusion's moving in as well. Jonas and Fan, he turns around, Midas actually get force stopped out of the ice shards. Jonas and Fan might take down to the urn, can he get himself out? Yes, he's gonna live! He's not, he finally goes down, so they do get the clock, but they lose Midas for it. Alliance did of course find half the racks there on the bottom lane, but it was a bit of a messy attempt, but it still is these kind of attempts that's, you know, keeping Alliance in the game.
Aloda's playing amazingly, choosing his timings, when to go on the racks very, very thoughtfully.
And I think the Shadow Fiend pickup of the Breacher's Rival might seem a little bit weird, but it's very important against this style that Alliance is playing. Like, Shadow Fiend picking it up early. I hope that Alchemist will pick it up soon after his AC being
I
completed.
think
as well.
I think Alchemist needs a Abyssal Blade, Blink Abyssal Blade on Anti-Mage. I think they need to
They
be
have no
able to-
slots, man. He has too many items.
That's true, actually. Well,
He's got a Vit booster.
Nah,
And
we just raised that in the stash. Because honestly, the thing they're struggling with now is they can win kind of a small engagement, and they try and push, but Loda just split pushes. But if they can get the pick on Anti-Mage himself, and force the buyback maybe, then that kind of stuff, they need to, that instant lockdown.
right. Well, they have clockwork for most of that, but as
but
the game goes on,
it's not enough time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the anti-mage will be too tanky to kill him throughout all of that.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's not even close to enough time.
So if you're Loda, do you play the safer route and safer buyback, or do you just finish your butterfly right now and just keep on being aggressive all over the map?
I kind of feel you might just as well spend the gold, because with 33 minutes in, he hasn't died. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be more scared now. Maybe the fact that there are bots online, he knows they're going to be a little bit more reactive.
Oh,
Come back
the
to this.
axe.
Is the axe coming out? Right. So Venno, how was Venno doing on his? I guess Venno has already got his pretty much done. So yeah, he's only 70 gold. So you're going to have Venno getting the axe at the same time that almost certainly...
Yeah,
Ogre, do you think you give it to Clock?
Clock.
You give it to Clock.
What's Clock got?
Or Ogre?
No, I
I think you give it to Clock here.
100% Clock.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Ogre is really good though.
Yes.
I mean-
yeah, I mean the extra stun, I was wondering if it would be, you know... But
Oh
we'll
wait,
see.
what was that? Oh, sorry, I got confused a
No,
bit.
Venno bought his axe.
Yeah,
Venno
Venno
finished
bought his
his
own,
axe,
yeah,
and with just the point booster short hit on error for his first Aghanims that he's going to be able to give out. So we'll see which way he does throw it.
If you have Aghanims on Clock, you can Rocket Flare, hook,
Actually,
and
yeah.
then predict the next
We've seen
blink.
how good the hook shot is against the anti-mage.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it is going to be the Clock. Yeah. We'll see.
Even though at the same time, Ogre having it could lock down the Anti-Mage
Yeah, it's.
long enough.
I mean, it's both a case of lockdown, really.
Exactly,
You know,
both of them are very
Yeah.
good.
that's the thing.
The reason it makes me think that it could be an Ogre Axe is that he's been very aggressively leveling up Fire Blast. As we see, mine, that's gonna
Couple
get
of
caught.
slaps and damn.
Alright.
Error. Right, here's your axe. Let's see.
we'll
Let's
see.
see where it's going. Ogre's
Seal
coming
Kid's
in.
hooking him.
Seal
He's
Kid's
like, give
like,
it to
hey,
me.
man.
Hey,
Hey,
look, give me your axe,
here's a
man.
ballas.
No, I'll take it. No, he's not getting it though. I don't think. Where's the courier going? Wait, who's got the axe at the moment? Still on the courier? Still on the courier.
Just chilling.
Nobody
top
gets the axe.
Okay, no one gets
He's
the
gonna
axe.
hide in the bush.
So if you're gonna squabble about it, it's going in the trees.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's very.
I don't think you just give it on the courier.
No, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
you have to.
that he's trying though.
You have to do it
Alright.
from the hero.
He
don't you?
tried. Yeah, he used to be able to.
Can we just have like one of
A
those?
little bit of a rapier situation like yesterday. Doesn't work like that, guys. Doesn't work like that.
What is Hanskin doing so aggressive up front? Oh, he's got the owl helping him out. So this axe is just flying around like it's not being given by anyone.
I need to get it to Arrow so he can give it to someone. There we go. What's he gonna? Is he gonna lend someone something so he's got a slot free? to
Seal
give
Kid,
it?
I'm here.
There we go.
Hey.
Seal Kid, take it. No, there we go. It's to the clock. They give it to the clock. The higher up time on the hook shot, I think, as we talked about, is the deal clincher here.
Radiant's bottom tower
But having an Ags on
is
Ogre is huge against
I wouldn't be
Anti-Mage.
surprised if his attack maybe even come out next at this point, because we've already talked about the fact that Era's pretty much filling up in terms of slots for himself, so just getting that extra kind of overall team damage in here.
I do like the Abyssal Blade though.
Yeah?
I think the Abyssal Blade and Alchemist could be the thing.
Let's see how quickly Loda can push with the butterfly. It's certainly going to be pretty decent. They've got to send people back. Limp TP's back straight away.
That's fine.
The
Base
pressure is
defended.
there.
Oh man.
Oh, where's this hook shot going? Oh,
Just a creep.
Oh, he hooked across the crease to get himself out, but there's going to be a snowball here. Nice 4-staff down there, Jonathan fan. Should be fine here. Yeah,
He's
we'll be
got
able to walk it off.
back up. Oh,
Loda?
never mind.
Just a little tap on the bum.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, you need to focus on smoking and finding Anti-Mage.
Yeah, they need to kill. He's still not died at all this game, has he? Nope, no deaths at the moment on AM.
Loda's playing amazingly.
It's crazy. 2,200 gold now. I mean, what's he going to get next? I guess you got to get yourself the bots first, and then maybe think of the heart, or do you just sell the Vlads and pick up the heart in that slot instead?
There's always Basher as well if you want to
Oh,
kill.
he's got a DD.
I think Basher.
Here we go, straight in. Can he do it? Has he got the damage
Mana
out?
Void?
He's out of mana.
No.
Are we going in for it, Loda? No, the regen's too much. He can't fight into it on his own, unfortunately. Arrow's a little bit too elusive, and TP straight down bottom and keeps himself active on the map. Starts to get that push on with Jonas
How
and
much
Fan.
gold did he have when you, to answer your question on? It's
He had
2,500.
2,500 coming up. So
I think- Okay, he finds that
F4.
spot, gets pushed back. We need the force app. Ake, give him the force! Oh! Alright,
Okay there.
He's back. He's good.
Is under attack.
alright, meanwhile,
Low.
Anti-Mage.
Dude, they've got to send people back.
Yeah?
Okay, they've got the Ogre coming up. They've got Hanskin as well. It's a couple of supports coming in for the defense. Okay.
Man, this is the most
They're holding.
frustrating thing in the entire world when you play
Yeah,
Dota.
The Lions. The Lions are back, right?
It's just like, we're winning fights. You know, we're
Yeah.
doing great. We're trying to push, and then there's this anti-mage
There's the
just
anti-mage.
killing our base.
But
There's
here's
this
the thing though,
anti-mage.
NIP chose to play this because
Yeah.
Era went Radiance first. Like you could have bypassed this by going for much earlier of a pushing item.
I still feel it was good from Mara, you know, in terms of the fact that he has been able to maintain this farm and, you know, get, for instance, the first Aghanims out. He's nearly got 4,200 gold, so we could very well see him just buy the straight-up Ags, of course, for that Ogre next. I was going to say there's a bit of money on the Tusk. He had about 3k, and he's just spent it straight up. Buys himself a Shadow Blade, so something else here to help catch out those heroes of NIP. And Loader just chilling in the trees, ready to start to get that push in again once the heroes of NIP have looked for action elsewhere. I mean, it makes it so hard for NIP. Yeah.
Playing great.
Oh, what's he bought? He spent his money out. He bought something. What's he got on the courier?
I think it might be another Ags, is it?
What's he got on the courier?
The courier.
Courier? Let's have a look.
Oh.
Hard
Okay,
recipe.
it's harder to Rask. He's finishing off with a bit booster first. Okay. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
item?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It allows you to siege very easily with the, you know, you walk up with the AC, you hit
Yes.
the tower a few times, walk back, regen.
I mean, the regen's insane. It's
But
like
that's-
over 100 easily.
Sieging is not an issue. Like the problem is they can't actually get into a position to
Exactly.
siege.
They don't have time to siege.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They need like multiple BOTs. I think what Limp can do is stay back and defend a bit and then TP back.
I think defending is not the issue. It's the issue is actually catching the anti-mage. You need blinks and you need instant disables. Otherwise he's just gonna like.
Here's the thing though, the way that Loda's playing, you're not gonna catch him. It's not his
But you
first time
need
in the
to.
rodeo. Like he knows how to play this.
You just can't break the base with Loader still on the map. You need to kill Loader, force out a buyback, kill him again, and then you've got a chance of breaking the base,
Yeah.
getting at least one set of Rex, and possibly at that point, if you've got the anti-mage totally off a couple of them, because he is obviously quite high leveled. He's been finding a lot of space.
Oh,
Now it's going to be Alliance
Shadow
looking for
Blade
some
in.
moves. Minus moving in with the
I
Shadow
don't
Blade, but
know.
punch straight in onto Limp. Then we'll put the BKB, turn around with the MKB. Look how much damage this Shadow Beam's doing. Minus just gets taken the hell down by Limp.
Can you catch him?
He's got the 4-star there. Can
He
you
has
move
the
forward
Euros.
with the
He has the
cogs?
Euros as well. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
He
He's
can still
also
hook
got
afterwards.
BKB.
He can still hook after.
How long's the hook? 4
4.
seconds? 3,
He's out of there.
2, go on, go for
Oh,
it. Go
easy
for it.
hook.
Go for it. Come on, go for the hook, son. No,
the
too
creeps.
far. Too far.
Yeah.
Too far.
He's so fast.
Loader.
Again, just constantly putting pressure.
3.8k gold now as well. So
Dude, he's
almost
even
everything
fluttering.
goes next
I mean,
time. Does he go?
Anti-mage is walking around.
Is he hanging around? He might go for handscan here. Oh, Era's turned
Never
up.
mind, he's
Era's
like-
turned up. He's on. Okay, let's
Party's
bring the other
over.
way.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Do you go for an MKB on Loda now? Like you're not even fighting at all, but you still need. You're
It
still
helps with
gonna.
the push, doesn't it? And if you need to fight, if someone comes back.
You need to
you
kill
him.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of evasion with the Radiance and
Yeah.
Solar Crest. Lumi?
Yeah, I mean, earlier I talked about the Basher, but that definitely did not account for all the evasion that's available. I think you're absolutely right. MKB is a solid choice. He could also play much more defensive with the heart as well.
Is this another easy rush here for NIP? I just think Alliance can do something about
They
it.
got the weave off.
I think the weave is, oh, we see you doing it. Let's get out now.
Yeah. I don't know if they can do anything about this. Loda's
Loda's
just going to push,
pushing. Yeah.
push bottom.
You know, all this time, the net worth of the two carry has been neck and neck still.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Yeah,
but
some
Loda-
fan hooks onto Loda. Loda's going to try and turn a go for him.
Oh, I'm not sure about that play.
You've got to get yourself Loda does still get the pin.
They know.
How does that miss? It doesn't matter though. The poison gets him, but a very weird way for Loda.
This is your time, boys. Let's go.
This is the kill that they needed. 80 seconds off the map here.
I mean, surely Loda has buyback.
Oh, Alan,
Yeah, yeah, but you wanna force the buyback.
Look at this. Arrow's chasing him down as well. The concoction with the blink, moving in. Bulldog's been
Oh,
forcing
the
all
double
around, trying to get himself out. Can they get in the range? No, they don't have the vision because of the nighttime. Bulldog's going to be lucky enough to get himself out of here. But still, the kill on Loader is what NIP will be celebrating at the moment.
That was space created, though. That was good old 10 seconds being
Yep.
taken off the clock, and Anti-Mage back in a minute. I think they don't even need to buy him back.
No, they don't know.
I feel like NMP, the play should have been just win down the mid lane and force out buyback.
It gives them hope, though. We
They've still got a
can
bit of
kill
time
the
to do it.
anti-mage.
I mean, we are seeing them
Wow.
starting to get this momentum.
That was a
here.
bit of a misplay.
Yeah, you kill the Anti-Mage if he blinks in.
Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a misplay.
I mean, do you think they can still force the buyback? I guess with the rest of the team, though, 30 seconds.
They'll
Alliance should
take
be able to
racks
hold.
very quickly.
Okay,
They have AC,
okay,
you know,
okay.
the Alchemist has Bloodlust, they have Bloodlust on Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
They have the wards. They hit very hard.
Let's have a look here. See what NLP
They
can
can
get
shard
outside
block
of
it.
Alliance. And it's push time here.
Where's the Lightning Lord?
He's
Alright.
back. I think he'll be back. 10 seconds. They should be. Oh, no! He gets forced in. S4.
Oh my
Blown
God.
up by the side side of NIP. What a 4-star from NIP, dragging him towards them.
Does he have buyback?
He does have
The
buyback.
sigil, boys.
He's going to be dead for 70 seconds. He might need it. Bulldog taking so much damage here for Limp. Minus is hanging around, of course, with his Shadow Blade, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Walks in, looks for the punch and Error, but Error's popped the ult. There'll be the snowball as well, but look at this regen on Error. Can they kill him? One shot across. They'll find the kill onto the Dazzle. Monster kill streak now for Limp. He's popped the BKB, turning the punches onto S4. S4 cannot die back at this point.
Oh, man.
Minus getting incredibly low. That's the damage of Error. He still goes down. It'll be it's the buyback on the Dazzle. Now the Tusk is up for 50 seconds. They've taken the middle racks. They're going to look for more NIP. They're looking for seconds. And look at this damage. Error just slapping away the tier 3s. We'll take this one down. And how do you stop this alliance? Loader, he's looking for the initiation. He's going to jump in onto Limp here. Damage isn't quite there. He's becoming a cape tail. There is a stun controlling it with a hook shot from Jonas and fans, slowing down S4's aggression. Amber Bulldog tries to get him with a cooking kill. We'll get it onto Handscape, but the right room comes out from Limp. Limp's getting low. The Manifold will pop him, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for round 2 here.
And meanwhile, the wards are slowly being set up here.
They've still got poison over on Hanskin as well. If Alliance trying to fight into it. That's going to be half the racks done. Hook shot fall from Jonas and fan. Bulldog getting low. The Shallow Grave is there, but the poison over gets laid down. And that's not the Lotus just blinked into this. Lotus going to go down, but he does have the buyback. He uses it straight away, but they've already lost the second set of racks here. And NRP might not even be done. They may feel comfortable hanging around. Looks like they're going to play it safe. They're going to be very happy with the fact that they just found 2 racks off the side of Alliance. Pretty much forced out, well, 4 of the 5 buybacks. Bulldog needs to be careful. Loader gets stunned up straight away. We'll get full staff back up to the high ground and Shallow Grade up, so he's going to be alright. But NIP's aggression proving to be maybe a little bit too much for Alliance to deal with at this point.
Clock is absolutely MVP of this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he force-staffed S4 forward, got the buyback from him after getting killed. He also force-staffed Ake forward and prevented a grave on one of those kills as they went on
NIP is still
him.
hanging around. They might just go back in.
That was all down to that one pick on anti-mage.
Yeah.
The second they killed him,
The game just got tore open.
Yeah.
completely.
It's what was because if Anti-Mage wasn't dead there, he'd be down bottom taking his own
exactly. They
set
can't
of
actually
racks. And they
fight
can't do it.
S4, do you really want to do this?
It's going to be a hard kill. He's got a hook shot. BKB's coming out, but
He
do you
just
have
hook
the
away,
damage?
right?
Yeah, he's
Hook away.
fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
You can't get that kill, unfortunately, at this point, because Jonas and fans just found himself so damn much.
I think we're gonna see a hex up from the Clockwork.
that'd be like.
That is
Game,
the
yeah.
the way that
Look
they
at
kill.
Error. 7k gold
Come
in the
on,
bank.
buy someone an egg. Buy yourself a
Come on, get
moonshine.
out there.
He's going
Look at
butterfly.
Seal Kid.
He's
Seal
going
Kid's-
butterfly.
So kid would love an
Well,
egg.
that's it. He hasn't already got an Ag Seal Kid. We haven't seen him get Sheikah one in. No, he hasn't.
No.
He hasn't got him one.
Add on the eggs.
Nah, it's Butterfly for Hex
Alright, there's a
on
hex.
the clock.
That's a key pickup.
Okay, so what do Alliance do now?
It becomes way more difficult for them to split push. So they need to group up as 5, take down all the wards on the map, get good vision up, so they can like preemptively see the Clockwork cooking in. It's a lot harder now though. 2 racks down. You have 1 racks in the bottom, but
I mean, Alliance cannot play the same way they played
No.
earlier because by the time they
Now
won't
they've
have
got
time.
to fight.
Yeah,
They've got to defend. They
and I'm
can't
not sure
afford
whether
to
they
be a
can
hero down.
fight.
Yeah.
they need a pick.
Maybe if Lodi gets his MKB, but obviously with that buyback now he's been set back a little bit. He's got the first Javelin. He's coming up to enough for the Demon Age, but he's still about 2k gold to go before he's actually going to have that one available for the fight.
Might as well spend the go. He has no buyback.
Here's the push. Limp will get caught out.
His
There's
team
a-
is pretty far away.
I do kind of like this from Loader though. He realises he's not going to have the gold for the MKB, so he buys himself a bash. It's something that's going to allow him
Let's
to
fight right
a
now.
thought to the fight now. Yeah.
They need to go all in on this next fight.
NIP so far 23-7, having an absolute game. Playing very nicely around the split push aggression of the anti-mage, and here we go. Hook shot forward, they've caught out S4.
Oh, no.
S4's going to use himself up. Lotus tried to jump and he's trying to look for Seal Kill, but the damage from him in the middle of the fight's too much. 2 down already, double kill for Error. There'll be a buyback here from the Tusk. Lotus just caught in the middle of it, he turns around, will get Hanskin, and Lotus doing a lot of damage here. He needs to bring himself away, the Cox needs to be charged up. The snowball forward, they might get Lip here, Lip getting low, can they kill Lip? No! They've lost Loader, Loader's down for 110 seconds, triple kill for Error, and GG is called. NIP take the series 2-0, game 2, 28-8. The anti-mage a little bit of an issue in the mid-game, but at the end of the day, NIP again proving how strong they play as a team.
I think Alliance knew throughout the entire game they couldn't fight them 5v5. Loda played amazingly up until that.
One mistake. Just one mistake.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
And Nip took
Yeah.
complete advantage of that and just like the game just slipped away in an instant.
What a series. And of course, any Alliance fans out there, this is not the end of the road. This is, of course, the upper brackets. So they will be coming back again, of course, to play against, it was Team Liquid, of course, wasn't it? They lost
Yes.
2